I mean, well, I'm gonna tell you what, man. My lawn man is like a neighborhood news guy.
Okay.
All the yards, so he know all the tea.
He the neighborhood watch.
He be telling me all the tea. He telling me who be cheating.
Oh no.
He is, man. I'm telling you, man. His life. I know I think half the time he cut people yards, he just want to know what's going on.
Yard man gossipy as hell. Yard man messy as hell. My yard man he have all the dirt. But no.
Man.
We cut to.
Hold on. Wait.
What happened?
Are we? What are we doing on this show? Yeah.
I thought we were doing the show.
We got Demetria on the show. There's no point.
Hey.
We haven't introduced her or anything.
Looking off in the distance.
No, dude, I'm sorry. Come on. I thought we were
all
just
right.
going. Like,
That's all right. I'm just enjoying myself. Just happy to be here.
Cut to the scene and then we'll start the show after.
Man, you
We'll
just
start the show.
do the same. Water on the fire.
We cut to talking to her yard man. Hey Phil. Hey.
So
yeah. Listen. I'm a little worried. I paid you for services, but my lawn is not cut at all. I mean, the grass is still the same length as when I went to work this morning.
Yeah, I know. But right before you got in your car, I told you your husband was sneaking out of the house last
okay,
night.
all right. Hey, Phil, listen. All right. I don't know how much of what you say is true. All you're here to do is just do the lawn, okay? And you bill me, you send me a bill for it. So when I got back from work, I expected the lawn to be cut and it looks exactly the same. So what am I paying you for?
Actually, if you actually looked at the invoice, it said lawn keeping and dirt, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I gave you the dirt before you left to go to your job to let you know what your husband is doing. Some of see these gloves I got on?
Yeah.
Just touch soil, all right? I got my hands in everybody's dirt, everybody's soil.
Wait, they're personal dirt because those gloves are clean. They're absolutely immaculate.
It's a metaphor. That's all I'm saying. It's a metaphor. Listen, I do more than just landscape. I'm a spiritual conduit, and I want everybody's good and positive energy. Like I can feel it when I'm in your garden. Something ain't right with this house. You know, there's a woman that's coming over in an Amazon suit with high booty shorts, and the wife ain't never home. You know, I'm just saying, there's so much that I do, and I just said I billed you for that little invoice because I gave you some insight that can possibly save you tens of thousands of dollars in your marriage, you know?
Wow.
It would cost you more to learn that from a lawyer. That's all I'm saying. But
I didn't want to learn it at all, Phil. It's actually very disturbing.
Okay. I could just cut your grass, and then I ain't gonna tell you nothing about what your son doing, sneaking out of the house, selling drugs. I ain't gonna tell you none of that.
Okay, wait. My husband is one thing. My son, no.
Your grass,
Phil,
and I'll clip your little flies, and I'll be on to you.
No, Phil, I'm sorry. No, let's back up. What about my son, Phil?
You paying me to cut your grass. I am Phil the lawn man because you don't want my spiritual dirt service, okay? You want Phil the landscaping. So I'm just go ahead and cut this grass about an inch.
What's going on? Okay, look, what's going on with my son? Whatever you want, I'll pay. I don't know if you need to send me another invoice. I need to know what's going on with my child.
Well, I will have to send you another invoice because this is some federal legal matters and you know.
Federal legal? Oh my God.
You know, your son got some of the best weed in the city, and I've been, grow it in the backyard under my tutelage, because I do a lot of stuff with these gloves,
Wait a minute, Phil. Now
this is why I wear these gloves.
This is more than just information. Now you're corrupting a minor, Phil. You are helping.
I'm not corrupting. I'm just planting the seeds, okay? Because I'm a landscaper, all right? He just came to me, and I saw him in your garden and said, hey, man, what you doing? I got an invoice every time somebody messes with my garden. He said I was planting something, and I recognized what he was planting, man, and I just told him the right way to do it, you know? But I didn't get a chance to bill you. I was going to bill you that invoice in a couple months because there's so much other dirt coming out of this house, But get in. You said you wanted me to do landscaping, so I'm just going to go ahead and shrubs and the grass. I got to get over to Antoine's house. Man, look, he got so much dirt got to pull out of his backyard. You don't even know.
I mean, you've already devastated me about my life. Maybe you can lift my spirits by telling me a little bit about what's going on over there, though. I mean, if you,
Well, I mean, I could send you another invoice, you know.
whatever, Phil, I'm already paying for services I'm not really getting. But yeah, go ahead. I don't invoice me. What's going on down at Antoine's house?
Man, I pulled a shin bone out of Antoine's backyard the other day, man. I don't know where it come from, but all I'm just saying is the dude been getting real feisty with the saws in his garage. You know what I'm saying? If that ain't my area.
Oh, human shin bone? He's killing people and burying cadavers.
Not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is
that's what it sounds like.
I saw him with the saw in the garage when I was pulling up some of his weeds in the front yard.
Oh my God!
Back and pulled the shin bone out.
I'm gonna have to call the police now. This goes beyond what I was expecting. I thought maybe, you know.
We cut to Phil with another neighbor. Hey, Phil.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I pay you to stay away from my house. You know, I don't want anything that happens in my yard or, you know, around here to, you know, make it into the, you know, kind of the neighborhood. You know, I also want my privacy, so, you know, I'm paying you to stay away. But I noticed recently that you've been walking by with a camera. I just want to make sure that, you know, you're not doing anything that breaks our agreement.
Oh, no, I'm not doing anything fishy. You know, I was just at the neighbor's house, and I noticed that some of your weeds in your yard starting to come under the fence into the other neighbor's yard. And I wanted to make sure, you know, that it wasn't nothing that you was trying to do to all of my other yards, you know.
Right.
Is why you want me not in your yard. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I haven't had my yard cut in months because I'm afraid that, you know, you or one of your other landscapers is going to, you know, just there to, you know, to get the dirt on what's going on in my house.
Well, I'm sensing there's a whole lot of dirt that's going to be near your house right now, you know, but I'm honoring your agreement. I'm not trying to do nothing. I just checking on the camera to see if I can, you know, sense anything that might need my services, you know.
We cut to Phil talking to Antoine. So Phil, you've been keeping my yard immaculate for months. I pay you well, you know. I like to think we have a good relationship. I think I pay you more than anybody in this neighborhood. And one of the things I've been paying for recently is to get the dirt on Amici. I want to know his schedule. I want to know when he's alone. And I feel like I'm not getting my end of the bargain here. Thought we had a deal, Phil.
Oh, yes. We got a feel, we have a deal, Antoine. I'm sorry, I'm kind of nervous with your saw.
Oh yeah, my saw collection.
Right,
yeah.
I'm totally out of my.
You're not telling anybody about my saw collection, are you?
No, man. I don't know nothing about saws, man. All I know is about dirt and lawns. You know,
Yeah.
And you know, Michi seems like got a lot of stuff going on in there. His weeds coming all over fence and the vines and stuff. That typically means he doing some real nasty shit up in that house.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with Amici, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that joke. Kind of still triggered about the bone I pulled out of the garden the other day.
Yeah, you're not telling anybody about that, right? That was a misunderstanding.
I didn't tell anybody else, man. I mean,
Get me the dirt on Amici.
Go back to Phil and Amici. So here's your payment for this month.
I can't accept that.
Why not?
I can't accept your money anymore, Amici. You got to let me do some of your yard work, man. It's getting bad, all right? It's getting bad, man. Let me just say something. You ever notice that none of the HOA guys come around anymore? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I noticed that, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few of them go into Antoine's house, and they, you know, I mean, that's the last time I see them. They don't come back. And, you know, I'm just having a horrible day. I'm having a horrible day right now. You know, my family left me. I'm sort of alone by myself all the time now. And, you know,
all the time?
Really depressing. All the time, yeah. 24/7 is me alone in my house by myself.
Man.
You know, with this overgrown yard, so no one can look inside and see if I'm okay.
We cut back to Phil and Tandy. All right, and here I'm gonna write you checks now. No more paying online because I don't want any of this trace. So I thank you so much for introducing my husband to Antoine.
And scene. And this is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. In Can't Tell Us Nothing. What is Can't Tell Us Nothing? It's an improv group out of Houston, Texas, comprising of Amici.
Hey.
Including John.
Boom.
Also Tandy.
Yeah.
And myself, Antoine. And what the show is, we take opinions, topics, discussions, turn that into improv scenes around the spot. We just make it up. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of times we're joined by a special guest. Today is one of those days on the Zoom call. We have Demetria. What's going on? Tell people a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
I am a comedian, a writer, beat maker. Like I'm 54, make beats. So I do a lot of different stuff. I used to run away from all the stuff that I do, but I just embrace it now. So I just do it all. But I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for having me today. I love what you do. I'm in awe of your talent every time I see you guys perform. So thank y'all for having me on. I am Dix, which is, it's not dirty. It's just the first 3 letters and the last 3 letters of my name. But you would swear there are people who won't say it. Like there are certain groups where people won't say my name, like Dix, even though it's obviously the first 3 letters. And I'm like, how repressed are you that you can't even say the word dick?
Catholic school suppression. That machine.
I'm like, I can't even talk about like dicks that aren't even really dicks.
I can't even play with the word dicks.
I can't play. Like
I'm
I don't
scared
know
of it.
like it's just like just at any point things could go awry if I mention the word dick.
Could go awry. You could just get let loose.
You should go in a library one day where it's real like test time. And like dicks.
And see who gets up and runs away. Like,
yeah. You got my place in this book. You have to.
No. It's all I can think about now. We're dicks.
Yeah.
That would be on your mind for a while, though. Like,
Oh,
if someone
wow.
just shouted that in the library for a while.
Oh, my God, dicks. You know.
For the next, like 45 minutes to an hour, you're like,
the other person is like, don't think about dicks. Don't think about dicks. Don't think about dicks.
You're going to be looking for the book that guy had. Like, you got
really? Like, what are you reading?
So if I go look at the book, like, where's the picture with all the dicks?
It's like when they tell you watch like court shows where they tell you to strike it from the record.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that's all those people can think about after that?
Yeah.
Like they don't strike it from the record at all.
It's done strategically. It's stricken from the written record, but everybody in the room has cemented it immediately once I said that. Like, ooh,
in their mind.
Remember that.
Like,
yeah, I'm never going to forget
stabbed
that.
his wife. Strike that from the record. All you can see is him stabbing his wife. Like the whole
Yeah.
Like with dicks.
Yeah. That's that crazy, man. That's crazy.
What's your name? Dix. Please strike that from the record.
So that's all people can think about now. Like, but literally, I did a live on TikTok, and there was a lady who wouldn't say my name. She wouldn't say it, and for whatever reason, she couldn't pronounce my regular name.
She needs some of that. That making love spray. That's really what she needs.
Really, she do. She just couldn't say it. She was just like, Jim. She's like, I'm not gonna say that. How they even let you go?
Do you think she would say it if it was like, if dead?
Like it was spelled different.
Or dem gina or something? Do you think she would have a problem?
Like if it was like, maybe if it was something like them balls or something, but I don't know. She just was just really, really like, it's like she looked at it and she like her eyes got big and like she's like, I can't say that.
That reminds me of I think it was a joke on Family Guy where they bleeped out the Dick Van Dyke Show. They're like, it's the bleep Van bleep show.
Those suppressed people, man. There's a lot of
people are totally like just not in touch with their.
No,
we lost you.
We lost touch.
People are not in touch with us.
Zoom cut her off. They couldn't take.
No.
That's man. If the word is that powerful, using it more. I'm paying attention to me, Dex. Go help that guy out. Thank you. You don't help me out. I'm going to say dicks until everybody leaves this place. I love that.
A weapon.
Yeah.
You can threaten people with.
Using the word dick.
Words. Kind of a war. The suppressed against the unsuppressed. Yeah, hopefully she'll call back in. I'll let her in.
I tell people, man, my grandfather he was such, what they call him? I don't want to use the word hustler because he was also like a ladies' guy too. And he had all of these gold items and paintings and wallets and statues of women that were like naked and guys having like, like that, some of that 70s Black exploitation where they were very sexually, everything was over exaggerated. We had like a whole lot of that stuff that he, I guess, held, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give this to my grandchildren when they get older. So my grandmother, and she used to think it was funny. She never had an issue with it, which is what kind of, I guess, let me have more freedom with sexuality. My grandmother's had all these things, and she was like, isn't this crazy? And to be a lady with these huge titties, a wallet, like it was a wallet, right? And she gave that wallet to me, like for my senior graduation in high school. She was like, what do you want? I was like, I want that. And she was like, seriously? I was like, yeah, give me that wallet. And I carried that wallet for like a couple of years until I got tired of like, what I mean? Like every time I'm like, oh my God. Like it's a wallet, right? I can't have a wallet with a pair of titties on it. Does that offend you? I got a titties on my wallet?
Yeah.
You don't even know whose they are.
Oh, that matters.
They could have been the ones that breastfed me to life. And I want to
John,
give them.
Are these on this wallet?
Yeah. You don't even know. But yeah, she made it easier for me to like, I guess, joke about it.
Mm.
At least in that house, in the Miles house, we always joke about stuff like that.
All right. I'm sorry. How y'all doing?
Hey,
I'm
welcome back.
Oh, you back.
All right. I was like, I wonder, can they just see me go through all these shenanigans I'm doing on my end?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
You froze.
Okay.
You froze.
I froze. Y'all froze. Y'all froze.
No, you froze.
Y'all froze.
We were still talking.
Y'all still talking. I was still talking. It was like being a phone call when the call dropped, but you don't know for a minute. Mm-hmm. And so I was just talking. Like, thanks, mighty quiet. I can't imagine I'm that hypnotic. Like they all feel like everybody, like they like, woo, we hanging on your every word.
You probably said your best shit too. We was off the phone.
And I was just gone. I was fire. What you say? I don't know.
So Demetria, what have you been doing these days? How do you
these days?
Do you still do stand up or?
I'm still doing sit down more sit down. like now. Sit down. I usually have my own microphone that I carry with me because you can't be too careful. So I got my own microphone.
Oh wow.
I keep right here in the drawer with no face. I can just reach and get it. I forget I hooked up, but I forget that it's not hooked up. So like I get used to it and I just talk into it like, hey, just like trying to wash dishes and got my microphone. So I've been doing a little stand up. I've been writing. I do more lives on the internet, and I literally have been making beats. And I've been doing music for about 6-7 years.
Oh, okay.
But I never used to tell people about it. I never used to tell people about it because it was just something that I did. But I was like, man, I might be good. I don't even know.
Do you have people who like listen? Like, most beat people seem to like run with other musicians and other people. So they're like, check this out, or they're in the studio, or somebody comes over and listens to a beat. Like, do you have somebody like that in your life, or you just making beats in the house?
I making beats in the house, and I will send them to friends. People are weird people are weird. I need more people like that because like I've asked producers and stuff that I know to listen and they won't listen. So I don't know if they won't listen because they're like, if it's garbage, I don't want to tell her. But I'm like, I want to know if it's garbage. Like, you know, I want to know, but like they won't listen. They're like, okay, I'll listen to it, and then they'll never. And so I don't know why, but I do put it. I have a SoundCloud and everything. So
Oh,
this for real. That's what I'm saying.
Awesome.
you have to
Awesome.
drop
That's
that
what I
What if they
SoundCloud.
don't?
at the
What
end of
did
the
you
show.
ever think that maybe they don't respond because maybe they are embarrassed by how good it is?
Did she freeze?
Made her freeze.
This is gonna be my favorite show.
Zoom edition. Surprised the first time it's happened too.
Yeah.
That was again.
You know why? It's no AC.
It's the AC.
If
AC
AC,
is
bruh.
connected with your internet.
the
Wi-Fi.
internet, it keeps everything working properly, you know?
Mm-hmm. The computer's
Yeah.
overheating. It's like,
Yeah,
So
if that's too hot,
can't hold this
if
connection.
that's too hot, it can't carry the signal. So
I love it.
that's a science.
Who said Amici said it? Who said it? Y'all all right.
Man.
Oh gosh. I love it. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh boy. Oh, but yeah, but that's something. You just make beats on your own. Like I mean, of course I guess the impetus or the interest is your own. But it
Right.
just seems like beat people, like have people around, and there's like I don't know, like a sounding board. Somebody's like, oh yeah, that's this, or oh no, like does Demetria have like a little rap group, like somebody, her little nephew or somebody
She
related?
needs, she would probably need to get people with her. Because like my cousin, for example,
Yeah.
he for years, most of his upbringing was like him making beats in a vacuum, sending to friends.
Mhm.
So, but like as he become an adult, he started to find artists that were all fans of each other. He would, like you said, like so he can make for somebody.
Yeah.
He also does competitions, which I was going to mention. That she
I'm
do
back.
beat competitions.
What you
You
say?
back?
You back? Yeah.
Ass internet. AT&T spend extra money just for internet. Fiber, just so I don't have this problem. This internet is like my beats. I don't know if it's good or not.
I don't know until you show it to somebody.
To somebody. And so I'm still trying to get people to listen, but I've been getting some good feedback from people on Instagram, but you can't trust them because they just trying to get you to sell. They trying to sell you stuff.
Oh, okay.
They like, hey, your beat is fire. I'm like, yeah. They're like, hey, you want to buy some time on my show? And have me
Is
out
it
there in the
fire enough
world
to
looking
get
like,
for free? Yeah.
yeah, really? Is it like, cause that's what the kind of internet I want is like the free. But no, so but it's something I enjoy doing. So whether it's good or not, it honestly really like doing. But I was really scared about putting it out there because I've always done a lot of stuff, and so I feel like I got creative palsy. Like I don't know what to do because it's too much. So I'm trying. That's why I was really reticent to talk about it. But I'm like, shit, I'm old now.
Do you listen to your own beats?
I do.
You do?
I
Do you
do
enjoy them?
consistently. I really enjoy it.
Okay.
We cut to we cut to a living room with a guy surrounded by his friends. So that's the movie I've been working on by myself. I've been watching it for a while. I never showed it to anybody, as you can tell. I played all the characters. I wrote it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that scene where you were talking to your son and it was you. Like, I was thrown off for the rest of the movie, man.
This is good. This is good. I want feedback on this. This is why I invite you guys. You guys are some of my best friends, my trusted acquaintances. I just want to hear honest feedback.
Why did the baby have the same beard and mustache that you had?
Because it's his father. It's his father.
Was he born with that beard? Was that relevant to the movie?
I thought we explained. I thought that was implied. There was a picture on the wall of the baby with the mustache.
I'm just, that's fine, John. I see the point you're making, but mine is, I mean, I know you started out with the theme of a young boy who's, kicked out of his home, goes into foster care. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but it sounded a whole lot like Antoine Fisher to me. I mean, the very same, like, it's almost like you did the exact same story, but you just put yourself in it. And with
a baby and a mustache too. Yeah. The only thing that was different was the baby had a mustache and a beard.
Yeah, try to be original is what I'm saying. I mean, you look like you really into this, so next time just like come up with your own idea for.
Look. The hero's journey is a tale that's been as old as time, right? If you look into a lot of movies, it's the same story underneath. But I'm adding new layers to this thing. The baby with the mustache is just the surface. I don't know if you guys saw the same movie I saw.
Both of y'all's names are Antoine, man. It was real hard to kind of separate, like, your story from the original Antoine Fisher. I mean, the very exact same thing.
I feel like you're really hooked on this Antoine Fisher thing, and it's clouding your vision right now. Let me ask Demetria, all right? Let me ask Demetria what he thinks.
Yeah. What is the title of this movie? I don't think you said what the title was.
There was no titles.
What's it
called? What's the name of the movie?
It's called The Fisherman.
The Fisherman. And the lead character's name is Antoine.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name. So I don't see why that's so strange.
Hey,
that's your problem. The title of the movie. Did you see the movie, guys? I wanted some actual feedback on the movie. You guys have worked in.
Well, I got some more feedback. Okay.
Thank you.
When you tried to do that Denzel Washington impression, mustache and beard, man. Like every character can't have that. It throws me off.
Well, I didn't want to shave for this. Like, some characters had the mustache and the beard. Some characters originally didn't, but then I thought, you know what? Maybe that's the uniting factor between all these characters is the facial hair on the surface can tie it. Look, I feel like you're really tied up on this. There's a lot of messages and lessons in the movie, and you guys haven't touched on any of that.
You've been spending a lot of time and effort on this. I mean, I don't know how big your budget was. Probably really small, because the scene.
I've worked on this movie for the last 5 years.
Yeah, but the scene when you go back to your family and you meet everybody and they bring you in and it's like a big family dinner and everything is like fake plastic fruit and then that hand-drawn turkey that was in there. I was like, I can't even suspend my belief to think that this is a real dinner that you're at, man.
That sounds like a personal problem with you. You couldn't suspend your belief. That turkey represented how false and artificial our holidays are. I don't know how that didn't come across. There's so many. It's so deep. Look. Take it home. I make copies for all of you.
Take it home.
Take the movie home. Watch it again. I've been watching it every night, and let me tell you, there's something new I find every time. So take it home, watch it again, talk to me in a week. I would have really appreciated it.
I got one last question, man.
Okay.
Why did your mom have to have
a scene?
Oh my God! Isn't it wrong that I want to see this movie? I know I want to see this movie now. Like I saw
Antoine Fisher, and Antoine plays all the characters.
You can pathos of the mama with the beard and mustache, and the baby with the beard and mustache.
See him with every different costume design.
Yes, I want to see like the mom. Like I want to see how that goes. And the fake turkey, like I'm living for the fake turkey.
That'll be a whole new genre bending movie.
Spent 5 years to
Antoine the Fisherman.
But see, that's why you got to have your people around. I mean, like if you're making beats, they can be like, "Oh, that's Jay-Z, circa 19." And you're like, "Oh, I didn't know I stumbled upon something that already existed."
People to.
Can we freeze her again?
3 times.
She out of there.
My favorite. I love this is a whole new genre of, of show. Freeze. Guest freeze. Freeze guest.
Freeze guess.
We have a number of guests today that are going to pop in and leave randomly. We're going to do improv.
They go into they freeze, and then we do a scene on that whole conversation.
Scene on the freeze.
We don't want our guests involved, so we freeze them out. And we do our scenes, and then they call back in and we resume conversation.
They don't know what we did until they see the show.
Or maybe that can be a sign for us. We don't come up, like we don't determine when we're ready to set a scene. But when she freezes, then we cut to the scene.
Yeah, we cut to the scene.
Signal. That's our signal to begin.
Guess freeze.
How salty do you think somebody would be if they worked 5 years on a movie that was already out? And they were like, guys, I have this movie called Antoine the Fisherman. Guy who met his family. I'm like, dude, how much money you spent on this? All of my life savings. Damn. I don't know how to tell you this, man, but I don't think you're gonna make any money out this movie.
Yeah, there's ways you can tell a story that's been told before that is fine. Like, that's like, oh, okay, it's a different interpretation of the same story. But once you get so close to another story, then it just really becomes about budget and how it looks. And like, if this movie is just a higher budget, and then no one's gonna care.
And sometimes the lower budget of that same film does it better.
It can, yeah.
But you're right, man. So like the stories are like, there's a lot of great stories that are very similar to each other that both kind of stand on their own pedestal. And then there's some that are like right up on top of each other. You're like, these must have been brothers that fought. I'm gonna beat you to the punch.
I remember listening to an interview at an improv show. Actually, they brought up a guest from the audience, and his job is he's an author, but he said he writes books about couples falling in love with the dog, and it was kind of confusing the way he said it, but what he really meant is like a dog brings two people together, right? And like that's his genre of book that he writes. Like, how many times can you tell that story?
Yeah. And then one day, Scrappy got lost on the playground and bumped into Scott, young engineer from
It's less about the dog, more about the couple.
It is.
The
dog is a vehicle.
That's a show.
So maybe there's a million different ways a dog can form a relationship. Maybe that's probably what his niche is.
And then at the end, I'm assuming it's the same dog because I'm envisioning this like the old Incredible Hulk show that came on. Like David Banner goes to town, does this deal, whatever happens, solves this problem, and then
goes to another city.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Demetria said lost her internet connection trying to get it back. So.
Oh, wow.
We just got a little minute.
Yeah,
so he goes into town, does whatever, and then he always has to leave. So he moves on. So is it the same dog that just goes from town to town or house to house, like bringing people together?
The dog itself is a matchmaker. I think that'd be a more interesting story to just follow the dog as he matches up couples across the country.
That's how I saw it. And then, they get together.
This becomes a pit. We cut to Tandy pitching this to a publisher.
And then, everybody's happy. Next thing you know, boom. Dog is like, they go outside. Where's Sparky? And there's a hole underneath the fence. He dug his way out, moving on down the road to put another couple together. Huh?
So what you're telling me, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, what you're telling me is that this would be a series where a dog would be bringing humans together in love. What's the dog's motivation? I have a lot of questions. Why does the dog care about these humans falling in love?
Well, I mean, his backstory is he was a puppy and he belonged to this really wonderful, wonderful couple. And something tragic happens, and those two people are taken away from him, and he doesn't quite know why, but he just moves on. Okay, he wants to see that same type of union again, but once he finds it and he's there with them, he can't stay because he's afraid that it's gonna fall apart again. So he's got to leave and move on.
You know, I love the store. I think there's a great market for pet owners, and we could definitely tap in our pets.com sponsorship. The problem I have with this store, dogs are notoriously short-lived, so we won't do a long series. If a dog is more than 5 or 7 years, the dog should be dead by then, right?
That's a good point. Yeah. Every dog I've had lived 5 to 7 years.
5 to 7 years.
Dogs can live longer than that, guys. I've had a dog for 14 years.
Yeah, I have dogs. All my dogs have lived 14 years.
I can't see that as a problem with the show that we're pitching here. I can't understand. I don't see that. I don't see that.
Well, let's just talk about your 14-year-old dog. I mean, he's got to be blind. Can't hear.
Oh yeah.
Deaf dog is going to repair a relationship. I mean,
but he wasn't always blind and couldn't hear. That just happened maybe in the last year or so. What I'm saying is, you're talking about 5 or 7 years on a dog's life. I mean, I think it can go on longer than that. You're kind of short selling my idea for the show.
Let me ask you this. Who do you see playing this dog?
Well,
we got to have the Brad Pitt of dogs now.
Ooh.
Dogs. I'm thinking more of like, instead of Hitch, we can call it Fetch.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
see, that's why we have you on the team.
You know,
that sounds great. Fetched. Oh my.
Thanks, Dad, for giving me the job.
But yeah.
You guys were related with the beard and the mustache. You looked alike. That's amazing.
Yeah, he gets it from me. Yeah,
I got it
like
from
a Brad Pitt. We're still talking about that. We're still debating on whether or not he gets it more from mom or me. But a Brad Pitt type, maybe. Like, who did you envision?
Oh gosh, I wasn't even thinking. I really just had my dog. You know, when I was thinking about it, I just had
that
my
dog definitely cannot be anywhere near the
Oh no. We want that dog on
He's been
set
gassing
at all.
the whole time since he's been here. I've had to hear the dog fart. Come on now, that's not romantic.
But thanks for letting me bring the dog into the pitch, though, because I did want to have a canine presence here, so you guys wouldn't lose sight of that. But I understand that there's some pretty interesting dogs out. We could get like a shelter, like a dog from a dog shelter or a pound, maybe give new life to a dog who maybe wouldn't have that opportunity to be discovered and be in a movie or a show. We could do that. I think that'd be really
right.
great.
Wait. Hold on. Are you trying to do something for dogs here, or are you trying to make money? Because we're in the business of making money. And going to a pound and giving a dog a new life, that's not what we're about.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to get this dog bred specifically for this.
Yes.
We got a slew of dog breeders we can use. Figured we'd make several different versions of this dog and then just pick the one that works and we'll kill the others.
Oh no, my gosh, no, I was not thinking that at all.
It would spark a lot of controversy that could help us sell the television.
People are going to want to see the dog that we picked. They're like, oh my God, they went through 20 dogs to find this one.
We cut to Tandy and her dog talking afterwards on the way home. Man, that pitch didn't go very well, did it?
Oh, those guys were terrible. I mean, the show idea was great, but then
I came up with it, and I'm not even supposed to be your dog this long. I'm just supposed to help you achieve one dream, and then I move on to the next city and find another person who needs to do something great with their life.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Welcome
back, Demetria.
If there is whipped cream in improv, that was the whipped cream on the show. I'm just gonna be with you for your one dream. Move on to the next person.
I wasn't supposed to be with you this long.
That's awesome.
Because we got thrown into Demetria a story. How did we get into dog? What happened?
We're talking about the author, the novelist.
The novelist that writes romantic dog movie books.
Yes. Romantic.
Shout out to that guy. Thanks for improv scene.
Yeah. And I know you're a dog lover, aren't you?
I am.
You
I
are.
am.
You rescue. You do it all.
Yeah.
And then you get other people to like house the ones that y'all find
To
and somebody
foster.
tells you about.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You find, how hard is it to find people to
It
foster?
is very hard. It's very hard. And I can't foster anymore because I already have too many dogs. So I can't foster. But it's hard trying to find people. But usually, if you search long enough, you can. There are some people who are really dedicated to it. I'm not as dedicated as some people, but I do. Sometimes you'll see a dog on the street and you're like, that dog is not going to last long. And so
Yeah.
being able to find, but it is difficult because people who take in dogs usually end up with like more dogs than they're supposed to have, and then that stretches their resources. So it's hard to find someone who can take in a bunch of dogs and deal with all of that, and especially dogs with special needs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I got into it because I had a bunch of dogs, and I needed to get them fixed, and so I used a rescue agency allowed me to get my dogs fixed, and so from that point on, I just kind of got involved.
Taking care of them, yeah.
Yeah, I feel very similar. Like I have 3 dogs, and that's kind of my limit right now. But I will see like stray dogs, or I'm driving along and some dog is just walking down the street, and I'm like, part of me wants to like pick the dog up and try to get it somewhere, but another part of me, like, I have nowhere to put it. Like we're bringing home, I can't. There's already 3 other dogs that are claiming territory. Like, how am I going to manage the stray unknown?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found when I remember I had a brown lab. I always say it was probably the prettiest dog I ever had. But we were also having a baby, and the space just got smaller and smaller and smaller. And by my chance, I found off-duty officer who was going through a loss, just lost like her uncle or something, and she was so lonely. And I just so happened to ask her a question, like, what was wrong? And she was like, if I had just had a dog or something, I would feel more, easier to deal with it, man. And it was just like luck. I couldn't get that dog to her fast enough.
Well, that's a blessing. That's a blessing to have for those type of things that happen because dogs really do. They really can, because like I have dogs and they kept me, because it gives you something to do. Like right now with everything going on and the fear, my dogs are like, I'm gonna still shit on something if you don't stop me.
Hey, look, I just took a shit over in the corner.
Keeping you busy, looking out for you.
Like I'm here for you.
Yeah, we cut to a dog and a dog owner. Look, man, Antoine, man. Look, I know you had a hard day, man, but got a little anxious post, man, and I started chewing on your PlayStation. Sorry, man.
Why? I had a hard day. Why are you chewing on my PlayStation, man? That's how I was gonna relieve my stress.
I'm sorry, man. It didn't even feel good. Like, you can see my gums bleeding right now.
Oh man, let me get a.
All I was thinking about was biting the postman, but I knew how much trouble you was gonna get in if I would have did that. So I was like, let me just bite the Xbox,
You bit the Xbox too?
Yeah. I can't read, so I couldn't tell if it was Xbox or not. I just know screaming and say Xbox. So I was like, he be screaming out Xbox. I'm taking my anger out on this Xbox. I bit the whole area up, man. I'm sorry.
Look, Jay. I got you because I picked you up on the street and you looked like you were having a hard time.
I was, man. My female, she kicked me out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can't help if somebody was in heat. I mean, shoot, I'm a man dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got all these other puppies. You know what I'm saying? You was in heat. I didn't know you was living in this box. I found, you helped me out, man.
And that actually brings up something I need to talk to you about. I got to take you in to get fixed. I found a rescue to help me.
What?
And yeah, it may actually help with your aggression and your anxiousness.
I don't, man. No.
Look, you're feeling a lot of things right now, and I don't have the time to manage it all. I still got to go work to put food in your bowl.
What am I going to do when I'm bored? I'll be licking my balls, and I need them. What do you want me to do? Lick the walls now? Lick the shoes?
we cut to Antoine in the bedroom with his gerbil. Hey man, I know, you like to come home, hang out with the dog for a little bit, then come in here and lie down for a while.
Yeah.
But I got out of my cage and I tore up your pillows, so there's feathers and things everywhere all over the room. I'm really sorry about that.
That's why you're on my bed right now? Can I
yeah.
First, it's impressive as a gerbil you're able to tear up these pillows. Like, you're a smart creature. I don't know how
I was
you
really
did that.
anxious, man. I was also, I get stressed, and it's gonna tear something up.
Yeah, I know I brought you in here because I found you on the street after getting kicked out of your can.
Yeah.
But that actually brings up something I got to talk to you about. So,
What's that?
There may be a way I can help you with your anxiousness and your anxiety. I got to get you fixed.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, you're joking, right?
Look, man, if you get out and you have a litter of gerbils, that just increases the gerbil population in the city, and it's already in an unmanageable state, right? That's why you have to get out of the streets. I think it's safer for everyone, including yourself and myself. We just get you fixed. You'll chill you out, and I can come in here and lie down and have a nice, peaceful evening for once.
Man, what you're talking about there is like gerbil genocide. I don't want to be part of that.
It's more like gerbil sterilization. I don't know about genocide, but
they're trying to kill future generations.
We cut to another scene with the dog and the gerbil. Hey man, I'm really right now, man. Antoine talking about getting rid of my balls.
He's somewhere getting rid of my balls too.
You know something? I was thinking.
What? Yeah.
Antoine gets anxious a lot when he plays the Xbox.
He gets really aggressive when he plays Xbox.
He gets really aggressive. I mean, we maybe may take some work, but I think we can teach him a lesson too. But I'm gonna need some help because he can see me coming. You're gonna have to hide in the sheets and you're gonna have to gnaw his balls off. But
wait, I can't do all the work. I'm just a little guy.
Man, I heard what you did with them pillows, man. You tore them pillows up, man.
It took me all day. Look, I think we'll just have to do it together. There's no way I can do it by myself. But you start on one side and I start on the other side and we meet in the middle. That's the only way it's gonna get done.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
That's hilarious.
It's horrifying.
Antoine will never be the same.
Oh my God, man. So funny thing about the neutering, right? I've had two pit bulls, which are notorious. Like anytime if you can find a vet, well, in Ohio, in Texas is easier. If you can find a vet that'll take them, they do a lot of aggression kind of checking, and they always kind of push you to get them fixed, neutered. The issue is I've never seen any of my dogs have any of the consequences from having them. And I'm so protective over where they go that my chances of aggression is like, they've never gotten to any aggression. But the one time I consider it, and I'm considering it now with my dog currently, because my other one did get it eventually, was I took him in to the vet and I was entertaining the conversation. And as I started talking about it, I promise to you, the looks that my dogs were giving me, and of course I'm thinking, and I personally rationally was like, okay, it's all in my head, but I'm like, oh man, this dog, really, see? He's like, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm not against it. I'm not against it or, anything. I just personally haven't been able to bring myself to do it with my dogs without seeing the personal issues that can come from it.
I remember my first dog, I got her as a puppy. I was at the vet and they're like, pretty soon, I was checking out after getting immunizations or something. And they're like, soon you're going to have to make a decision about whether or not you want to spay her and, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, do you have some pamphlets or anything that I can read about on it? And she's like, excuse me? I was like, yes, I'd like to give that to my dog and let her know what her options are. If you want me to make that kind of choice, to be informed about what she's giving up. and then looked at me. I was like, just kidding. Make the appointment. We'll be back. Because all they had to tell me was that, dogs could have a menstrual cycle. I was like, on my carpet? Oh, yeah, you fix that. So yeah, let's go ahead and make that appointment.
The first time I ever saw it. My dog had a prick, because I wasn't expecting it. Like, I was not expecting it. Because I was like a hood dog owner. So there was no vets involved.
I know. Dog is a dog.
Yeah.
I was like a hood dog owner. I'm like a vet. And then that dog was bleeding. I'm like, the hell is going on with you? And I had to do some research. And then I was like,
blood coming out of your
was unexpected.
That's crazy. But that's a good point, Tandy. Animals get a say-so in what happens, right? I have my dogs, both of my pits were like show bloodline, and which is nothing serious. But let's say for people like me who get into that, they give you like the little breed certificate and all that, and you have the option if you want to continue the look or whatever. And I got both my dogs' ears cropped, as most people know. The first time I did it, I got blasted when maybe 8 years ago, I put my dog on Facebook. And I was so excited. And I got blasted by organizations. Yeah. Well, they wasted their time because I didn't entertain none of it. It's like, okay, that's your opinion. I get it. But and their argument was, you're hurting your dog and the dog doesn't get a chance to blase. And the argument is essentially about they don't have choice, right? When I'm doing to them, they don't have a choice. One could argue the same thing about spay and neuter, right? My dog, I could tell you now, would not want me, because I've had surgery with him. He would not want to even see a vet, right? You got to make the judgment call for him. But where is that line where you can say the dog has a choice, if the dog had a choice to have, they probably wouldn't want you to hurt him, this is centered to like more Antoine or anybody else who want to answer with Demetria. Like Demetria's on him. So I'm saying for Demetria and Antoine to answer.
Well, I did it because the reason I did it, all my dogs, is because I had like a significant number of dogs. And if they'd all been having sex, I'd have been like that crazy dog lady. So I did it because it was just like self-preservation.
Everybody,
it was self-preservation.
Basically, yeah.
I'm joking. No, yeah, I get it.
I wouldn't have been surprised, but it was self-preservation. I had too many dogs, and I was like, I got to break this hood stigma.
You did it for the community, for the
culture. I did it for the community.
Awesome though, but I identify with that. I 100% understand that. And I would. That's a lot.
We cut to John and his dog at the vet's office. Hey, John.
Yeah.
So I know you brought me here to get this vaccine to, stop me from having allergies and stuff. Just want to let you know, I don't believe in vaccines.
Come on.
And I will not be getting a vaccine shot today.
Are you serious?
So when the doctor comes in, I need to tell him I don't believe in vaccines and to keep his needles away from me.
Look, whew, all right. I don't know where this is coming from. I told you to stay off my phone and computer when I'm at work.
I met some dogs in the park who are really smart.
I know. I told you to stop listening to every dog that you bump into that looks like they know something at the park, man. If I don't give you the vaccine, you can spread it to all of the other dogs in the neighborhood. Do you want to see the dogs, dying of parvo and dying of allergies and dying of all those other things, man?
Yeah, but a Chihuahua at the park told me that if I get the vaccine, I will get a chip implanted in me that will track my movements all over the world. And that I don't want to be tracked, okay?
Well, listen to it this way. I mean, yes, there is a chip, right? But the chip doesn't come from the vaccine. The chip is a separate process, and it's only so that I can make sure that
so there is a chip.
Feel you.
I knew it.
So, but he misled you. Hopefully, he or she. The is not the vaccine. The chip is something separate that I had scheduled. So, because remember that time you got out when that dog went in heat? I couldn't find you. When I found you, you smell like you've been swimming in the sewer, man. That was a horrible experience for everybody. You know, I just want to make sure I know where you are, man.
Okay, if you need to know where I am, just ask me, you know?
Ask you?
Yeah. If I want to let you know, I'll let you know. Other than that, that's my business. That's my personal, private business.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Do you pay a
That's the problem, see?
house? Do you pay any bills in my house? Huh?
No, but I'm like the.
Do you go get your own dog food? Yes, you're my security.
We cut to the dogs back at the park. So how did it go, Tim? Did you get the shot?
Did he get tracked?
I did not.
Yeah,
I did not.
Good.
You told him like we told you, say no.
I jumped out the window.
No.
Hey guys, you heard what happened to Spot?
No, what happened to Spot?
What happened to Spot?
He just died like a few seconds ago, man.
Oh, no.
A few seconds ago.
Yeah, man, it was like weird, man. We was wrestling, and then I was playing tug of war with him, and the next he just died. And I got some white shit coming out of my nose.
Did he have something white coming out of his nose before he died?
Yeah, man. Spot always got some white shit coming out of his nose, man. I ain't think nothing of it,
That's true. Well, we don't know what happened. Maybe the great dog God said it was time for him to go. We only live about 5 or 7 years. How old was Spot anyway?
Man, you still believe in that dog God shit, man?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I don't believe in none of that, man. I'm a hood dog, man. If God don't love nobody, if there's a hood, man, that's in it.
Wait, hold on. So where do you think we go when we die?
Yeah.
If there's no dog God.
Oh. Well, I met this Chihuahua over in the other place out on the west side. He told me that what they do is they dump us in the garbage and then they turn us into glue or something, man.
No, that's not true.
We cut to a living room, and this was Tandy showing a movie to her friends. So, Tandy.
Yeah.
You called this movie All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah.
You know that there was a movie already called All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Right.
It's kind of confusing, don't you think?
Well, it's kind of a play on it because, yes, in that movie, we've got the celestial heaven. We've got that Judeo-Christian background of what heaven is. But in mine, heaven is more of a reality in that heaven is just the address or the name of the street where the dog dump is, where they just dump the bodies. So, yes, once they die, we all go to heaven.
So my issue with this is it has a little bit more of a documentary style. I think people will be more interested in seeing the process of what happens to a dog from birth to death, not the what happens after he's brought somebody back to a romantic relationship and he's done doing his deeds, and that kind of threw me off. It
kind of threw me off as well.
So you got lost in that. Okay, you got lost in that part. You want to see the life story of the dog as opposed to how the dog has impacted human survival and human life and human love ultimately. I think
yeah.
And I also think it should be named something else. I still don't like the name of it.
But they technically go. That's the name of the dog dump. It's called Heaven on Heaven Street. I don't understand why you think that I'm not stealing from a movie. I mean, yes, I'm nodding to it in that it exists, but I'm saying
you know who knows how to nod to a movie? The movie The Fisherman. That one was a good nod.
That was a really good nod.
That was a good nod.
It was a nod and a just jump into the whole body and take over the soul and be the thing. It was the exact same movie.
Because Tandy took one of her dog. So they didn't like it.
They didn't like the focus on the dog bringing the love interest together and then moving on and being dumped in heaven.
Tandy, I was supposed to have completed about 50 other life dreams by now. I'm still stuck with you trying to get one off the ground.
Well, maybe you're not trying hard enough.
Maybe I'm not trying hard enough.
You seem a little anxious, okay?
I wrote this screenplay in 2 weeks.
I know that.
I'm anxious.
You seem anxious to me, and I brought home some pamphlets from the vet. We were talking a little bit about some ways to help deal with your anxiety.
Okay.
We cut to Antoine talking to Phil. So Phil, you may notice I have this cone on. I'm not going to need your services anymore. I'm going to be throwing away my saws, and I had an operation. I'm just done with all that.
I mean, dude, man, like you gave me the most money. I was dependent on that money. That's how I was living, being able to get all the dirt from everybody else. It's living off of you.
I know, but I would realize that what I was doing was a symptom of being really anxious. And I received some pamphlets, and my dog and gerbil.
You know, I
don't want to get into it, but let's just say I don't need your services anymore.
Well, I just got a question, you know, before I go. I was in the backyard, and, you know, I was expecting to find some bones back there. And I found a couple of little, you know, peanut-like almond-shaped little things. Checked out. I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it. Catch my drift?
And scene. And that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody.
Oh.
Thank you for listening. Demetria, Dim
Thank you
Dix.
for having me. I've persevered through my shoddy internet connection. Thank you. I
loved it.
Really enjoyed it.
No, this was a great one. This was a great show. Thank you.
Let people know where they can find out more about you.
I am on social media. I'm on the Instagram is Dim Dix is funny. I'm on Facebook as Demetria Dixon. I'm on Twitter as Dim Dix with 3 X's because I'm sexy like that. And I'm on TikTok as Dim Dix. So I'm on all the social media platforms. I don't have a website yet. I'm also on SoundCloud as Demetria-Dixon.
There it is. Go check out those beats.
Yes. I think beat is a strong word.
Oh wait, now you backing up.
I'm backing up.
You should call your producer name should be called Dick Beats.
Beat them dicks.
People out, if nothing else, people will be like, let me go see what this is about.
You should do that.
I was like, promotion. That's a promotion tool right there.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me. I enjoyed it. Y'all have a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very
Y'all
much.
be good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now that I need to, I can't. Earlier I could leave, no problem. Now I gotta go.
Now you can't get off. You gonna be the last one.
Yeah, I gotta get up. I gotta jump off, y'all.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. CTUNImprov, all those places, you know. Thank you for listening. We are out.